Good morning, crypto world. How's everybody doing out there? It's a celebration in the United States, and there's a celebration happening all over the world. Hopefully, we have the market that's sort of stationary right now. When I say stationary, you're not crashing. That's a good thing. And you're growing and growing slowly. But there's basically power in the market. And with that power in the market, that means that the investments coming into the market are there on a daily basis. And we had a nice growth over the last 7 days. Sure, in the last 24 hours, it's sort of dropped a little bit. In the last hour or so, it has. But guess what? It's a big picture. And the big picture shows that in the last 7 days, there was a 6% growth. And now that's not phenomenal, knocking your socks off, but that isn't bad because you're getting growth in your money. And that is a good thing. So now with the news around the world, you've got the Bermuda amends the Banking Act to favor blockchain startups. Bermuda continues to push to become a global hub for blockchain and fintech innovation, having recently announced plans to change its banking laws to create a class of banks catering to blockchain and fintech companies, according to Finextra. The amendment to the country's Banking Act follows the recent passage of a Digital Asset Business Act and an initial coin offering ICO bill. Local banks unresponsive to fintech. Now, you can read this. I'm not going to bore you with the reading of all this. But good things are happening around the world. Sure, you got regulation that scares some people, but don't be scared, folks. Because you know what? Everybody knows that blockchain is here to stay. Everybody knows that the crypto market is here to stay. Everybody knows that there's garbage around the world in offerings of coins that are worthless. Yes. ICOs, a lot of them are frauds. Not all of them, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them. And you have to be careful out there. There's no doubt about that. And so with regulations, you are getting a lot of that covered. And that is a good thing. Now, with the other pieces that you have going on here, with the world going as positive as it's going, with the blockchain, this is the place to invest. You have a lot of things like here, the major European banks complete live trades on the IBM blockchain. Now, with that, after undergoing development for over a year, the first live trades have occurred on the IBM-powered trade finance blockchain platform WeTrade. Through 4 banks, 10 firms were able to execute 7 trade transactions across 5 countries in the last 5 days. These are the first such trade transactions employing blockchain technology to be considered commercially viable. Ding dong. Okay, now, if you didn't hear, Binance had an issue, and with that Binance issue, they suspended trading on the exchange. Now, with that, you can take a look here with it. SYS compromised. Binance, the biggest trading currency exchange with fees by 24-hour trading volume, yeah, up and down, but it's up there, has stopped all trading services hours after one token on its platform was reported with irregular transactions. A blog post announcing system maintenance was followed by a security update stating there had been irregular trading. Changpeng Zhou, CEO of Binance, tweeted that trading would commence soon. And it did. Now, the upgrade was complete. And meanwhile, you can read this too if you want to. I'm just giving you the headlines. Not to bore you, but to give you the breaking news of the headlines. Now, let me have a coffee here. Hold on. Okay. Happy 4th, everybody, in the United States. And now, this is something in the news, and I'll get to Ripple in just a second. With the Bitcoin fall and the market fall from mid-January through after its meteoric rise from the fall of last year through the winter to the middle of January. Well, guess what? Of course, there's a lot of different thoughts of what caused that correction, as they say, that crash, as they say. Well, what it is, and for the most part, in my opinion, I think it's true. The futures caused the issue. Now, there's also a lot of other issues, people taking and selling to get profits, and that was a big part of it. When you have your Bitcoin, which I did myself too, when you had your Bitcoin hit almost $20,000, sell, sell, sell. I did. A lot of other people did too. And, that's the ticket. But when you look at the futures, that probably most likely had an issue with that. Now with Ripple, you know that Ripple is going to surge. Brad Garlinghouse says that most global, here, let me just read this for you. Okay, he's upbeat, talking of the most global banks using their infrastructure by the end of 2019. Okay, think about that. By the end of 2019, most global banks will be using the RippleNet and XRP and all the rest in the system. That is going to be crazy. And with their decentralized move, which you can read in I'll link this article. You should read this about the decentralized move. A lot is going on for Ripple. There's no doubt about that. And the XRP token. And we knew that, of course. Anybody that's been around Ripple as long as we have, we know what Ripple's going to do. It's with Ripple, with the XRP. People were, very happy when XRP started climbing to almost $4. It did in January. And of course, it's down like the rest of the market is. If you look at the market when Bitcoin goes down, right? And you look at the day later after Bitcoin went down, and you look at the graphs on the coin market cap of every one of the other coins, 90% of them mirror the same drop. Think about that. If they are doing the same drop as Bitcoin, anybody in the crypto business knows that Bitcoin has dominance, and Bitcoin needs to lose its dominance because it's screwing up the rest of the market. So with that, you're going to see that all this is going to happen when on the green days, in the green months, we're all going to do good. So this is what we got to hope for today, that the market turns around over the next few days and weeks and goes on that adventure. Because right now, we're waiting for it. And Ripple won't have a problem, of course, but the more green we get, XRP is going to surge with more green. And then on its own next year and the year after that. Because by next year and the year after that, Bitcoin will lose its dominance. Now, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and hitting that notification bell. With the main news change, I'm going to be doing a lot in the main crypto news of what I was doing for Apollo, showing about exchange tutoring, doing the best apps, the best software, the best everything for crypto, to give you the highlights, to give you the best, so you know what to do, what to use. And that's what this channel will always have for you, the best. Guys and girls out there, everybody in the world, enjoy your day today. And guess what? We're all going to do fantastic this year and next year. If you're in the crypto world, we're going to do fantastic. I'll talk to everybody soon. And next is the last but not least of Apollo promotional video. Apollo has grown up. Apollo has now gone into the big boy fray. It's going on to the exchanges starting Friday, and I will be covering Apollo with the big boys in the main video every day to show you what's going on with Apollo, XRP, TRX, everybody in the same one, and do more videos regarding tutoring, everything that you need to know. Okay, so subscribe everybody, and ciao.